Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World of Warplanes. Corvus is joining me again, and today we have a new premium to review. It is another version of this F-84 that I have in my hangar. Corvus, why don't you go ahead and take it away for that?
Uh, Thanks for having me on, Hunter. I always appreciate flying with you, and it's always good to talk to your audience about these new planes that Persia Studios gives us. The F-84G, uh, what is it? It's the Independence Day. Every year Persia Studios Wargaming does something for United States Independence Day, and this year they've decided to give us the F-84G, which when you look at the stats, you say, hey, that's pretty good. It's a nice tier 9 multi-role fighter, and that's awesome. And that's about where it ends, because you start looking at the stats and then comparing it against the tech tree, the F-84B. You go, where's the beef? What's its trick? What does it do that the F-84B can't? So we'll be answering that question, but let's speak in general. This is a marathon that you can do over the course of 35 missions to the end of July or into the beginning of August. Do you remember what the end date is, Hunter?
I do not, and it does not mention it in the pop-up.
Okay. I believe that it's very early August is when it ends. Usually they give us 30 days, and this marathon started on the 3rd, if I recall, um,
Yep.
of July, 3rd of July.
Mm-hmm.
The missions are reasonably easy. I think the only epic medal required is Lambert. It's not Lambert's not terribly epic. It's a pretty easy medal to get. All the
I
rest of them are kind of just grindy.
I got a Lambert in my F4F earlier today.
Right. It's one of those ones where it's just, if I recall correctly, it's 400
400,
400
don't
capture.
die.
Yeah. That's
400, don't die.
that's a five. And in a good multi-role, it's a breeze. No problem whatsoever. Take your Panther out, take your Corsair out, you'll get a Lambert.
You
It
know,
would be
Panther, F-94,
Yeah.
I-211 if you're good with your aim,
Yes.
Q-12 if you want to use maneuverability and air-to-air rockets.
Right. Right.
And those are just tier 9.
Right. Those are that's exactly right. The others, I mean, like you said, Wildcat will do it. I've got multiples in my Buffalo. It's not horribly hard. Um, it's just grindy. It's a grindy grind, and maybe some folks will want to sort out some of the really grindy ones. But
I've already done that myself.
right.
I skipped, I
So
think it
the
was
next
80,000 air target damage in the first phase.
right.
That
Yeah,
I skipped.
I mean, maybe if you go to tier 10 and you get um a double command center map, and then you shoot down bomber flight, right? I mean, that's something that could be done. But in any case, this particular grind is a grind. And if you don't want to grind, what you can do is you can pony up $80.50 American and buy 350 certs. It's, I mean, tier 9s are going to be expensive already, more so than tier 8. But $80 is, you want to think about it before you spend $80 on any pixel, anything. Unless you're a World of Tanks player, and then you'll just, you make it rain. That's a joke. In any case, why don't we show the folks how we do?
Sure. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so now that we've loaded up into this match here, it's looking to be an all-bot match. What, primarily, were the main differences between the G and the B? What are they?
So with the B, you get 12 HVAR 25s, and with this plane, you get 20. The difference, though, is that with the B, once it gets specialized, you get 2 tiny Tims. Now, the way I have this particular plane kitted out, I'm using gold rockets. I'm running Mary Loveheart, and I've given her Demolition Expert. So my rating for ordnance on this plane is 93. So that's
pretty good.
Pretty stout. It's pretty
That's
stout.
Pretty good.
If you keep your wings level when you attack, you can give a pretty good account of yourself. If you start doing turns and trying to, throw rockets over your shoulder and stuff, they're going to go a little wacky. But they're pretty accurate as far as that goes. The thing that I like about this plane is the rockets. And once I've said, the rockets are good, now what we have is a discussion of, oh gosh, we've got great rockets. What else can this plane do? And that's going to be a problem, because
the list is rather short, right?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I've come over here to the mining plant, and I'm not doing as well as I could, because both of the GAA for the red team has showed up. Which, of course, now we get to what's not so great about this plane, and that's the fact that the guns are just as bad as they are in the B. Which means that they're just not that great. They're okay.
Well, I don't think there was a cannon variant of the 84.
One of the things that...
There might have been, but...
One of the things that I'm kind of sad about it with this particular plane is that the engine gets knocked out easily, which is kind of a pain in the neck. Our own IL-40 just ran right through me. Oh well. So that's fine.
So big obvious difference. So my unspecialized 84 has the tiny Tims. Yours doesn't even have tiny Tims at all. Are you noticing the lack of tiny Tims?
So I'd forgotten that on the B you can get tiny Tims before you're specialized, but after you're specialized you can only have tiny Tims and not the 500 pounders, right?
Oh, really? That's what it does?
I prefer bombs. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer bombs, and I like rockets okay, but I don't prefer them. I'm more a bomb guy than a not bomb guy. But
stupid 12 got my engine.
So I put on this plane, I've sacrificed a little speed for strengthened hard points, so I can get the reload time from 2 minutes down to about 90 seconds.
Okay.
So you can get it below 90 seconds if you calibrate
properly.
So I have been now that I'm back here with both the GAs, the red GAs, and I'm cleaning up their mess, and I'm having a little better time of it. So now that we've taken that, I'm not going to worry too much about about us winning. Not that I was concerned to begin with, but one of the things that really gripes the heck out of me is that the one thing that helped out the F-84B a lot when you were playing it was that it's really nimble for MRF.
So that's one thing. The Republic line of aircraft in the U.S. Street, the line with the P-47s, the Thunderjets, all those planes. Those planes are stiff as all hell, and they kind of suck to dogfight in. And then you get to the Tier 9 and the F-84B, and it's a breath of fresh air. You're basically a light fighter with all sorts of rockets on you.
Yes. No, that's exactly right. And it's a lot of fun to play. Well, Persia Studios has decided that is just too much fun to have, and so we're going to remove some of the maneuverability from these planes and make it more like the rest of the Republic line, especially the roll rate. The roll rate gets really zapped by those wingtip tanks, right? So you can see that even in the short time that we had, it does a reasonable job.
If you hadn't have died over the mining plant the first time, you probably would have taken it a lot earlier.
Yes. No, there's no doubt about that. Our IL-40 just ran right through the middle of me. So I guess it's my fault for flying in front of him.
Especially when you consider it's a bot, and bots just kind of do whatever they want.
Right. And so with this plane, you get a cockpit, airframe, engine, gun, and ordnance slot, both for equipment and consumables. This is different from the B. The B does not get a gun slot, but gets 2 airframe slots. This is specialized. I'm speaking about when specialized.
Yeah, I'm looking at the service tab right now for the B. I'm not specialized, but you can still see the number of slots.
Right. And so currently, so my F-84B has a maneuverability rating of about 68, and that's actually underselling it. It actually is really quite nimble both in yaw and pitch.
Your maneuverability rating is 1 higher than mine. Mine's 67, and all of my equipment's just improved.
Right. Yeah, mine's only improved as well. So I also have planned to put maneuverability equipment on it so that it's not so stiff. Yeah. So that I've done that. I'm doing that on purpose, even though it makes it a little bit more fragile. So the guns on both of these planes really need a little bit of help. They need a little bit of auto aim. They need a little auto aim help, and a bit of accuracy help to decrease the dispersion.
Look,
I have found that
it's 650 cals at tier 9 and 10. Like, I am a bit biased, but I like American planes, and ergo, I had to get used to 50 cals. And 50 cals can work, but at tier 9 and 10, even I have to admit, their kill time is a little slow.
Yes. Especially since one of the primary prey of multi-role fighters is GAA. And it's nice to have really powerful cannon at those tiers, because the GAA at those tiers they've got a lot of hit points.
Now, if you can do it, if you can pull it off, Tiny Tims are great GA deleters.
Oh, yes, they are. You are absolutely correct. And if you want to, in essence, throw one away, it's a great thing to watch your Tiny Tim connect with an IL-40. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
It's not easy, though.
It's not easy. I have outfitted this plane, my G, with, instead of a gun sight, with radio navigation. So, and selected 5% accuracy when firing at moving targets is one of the perks. So I've increased the auto aim a little bit. I'm going for the extra concealment because this is a plane where I would prefer to be unmolested as I'm going around the map. Because once someone picks you up, you've got you can use your yaw. It's pretty good with yaw, but man, you're gonna get one good turn out of it, and you better do something because you're not gonna get another good turn out of it. That's just not the way this plane is. So you're not gonna be doing any kind of sustained
living the
rudder
two-circle
turns.
fight. You're not living
Right.
the two-circle fight.
Nope, you're not.
If you can get a crit on the merge, you have a chance, but otherwise...
Yes. No, you're exactly right. That's where if you get lucky. Unfortunately, we've got machine guns and not cannon, so it's more likely that you'll set someone on fire.
Well, that would be an argument for taking gun sight on. If you want to go for crits with MGs hit so many times, good chance to proc a crit.
Right.
So
right, and so it's absolutely a viable choice. And like I've said to your audience and to other audiences, however you put your plane together, it's whatever works for you. If it works for you, then it works for you. I sometimes put mine together that it seems fine, and I put a combination together and people kind of scratch their heads, and it's like, hey, works for me. I'm going to use it, right? So currently I'm running radio navigation, polished skin, lightweight power unit, gas operated action, and strengthened hard points. I thought about long gun barrels so I could get a little bit more action further out. I thought, an increase of 60 meters really doesn't help me much. Not at tier 9. All right, do you want to run it again?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do one more match and see if that demonstrates your point further. See, I would almost... What about a rocket sight? Yeah. Anyway, so rocket sight. Would a rocket sight on the G be more worth it?
That's an interesting... So, one of the things that Wargaming said when they were advertising this thing is that it's got a bunch of rockets and you can give bombers a hard time. Well, HVARs kind of suck for that. But if you were to put a rocket sight on, that is supposed to help with air-to-air rocketry. So maybe that would give you a bonus where you needed one. It's an interesting idea.
It's like I'm already considering putting one on my B, just in general. So
yeah, so why not? I mean, again, if it works for you, right?
Yeah.
If it works for you and you get results with it, then why not?
Wow, my aim sucks. Come on.
It could be the plane. It could be the plane.
No, me.
It's you.
It's me.
All right. So that worked out. I did not have to expend any ordnance to take the command center.
I did not have to expend any ordnance to take this garrison either. So I'm gonna make my way to that mining plant.
Okay.
I don't think I can one pass the mining plant.
No, you can't, and that's okay.
There's all kinds of red over that mining plant actually right now. The F-94, and there's the B-29 right there. Oh, he's turning my way. Yeah, no you don't. You're not gonna turn at me. Fuck you.
I'm getting a little bit chased here by the... Oh, because I'm sort of kind of alone in here. Oh well. That's what happens sometimes. All right.
You know what? I may not be able to one pass this, but I'll take the F-94 sacrifice.
Nice. All right.
There's an FJ-1 inside.
So I am on my way currently.
Okay. Cool.
Over there. I had originally set this plane up with engine restarter.
Mm-hmm.
And oh boy, we lost some of the. Oh, now we got some back. Oh, it's going back and forth, back and forth. And I felt that I needed more, some more boost while I'm flying around. I was using boost a lot and then running out a lot. All right, I see you hassling with the FJ-1. If you want to head my way.
All right. Can you get that guy?
Well, I got his tail.
Nice.
That'll do it.
All right, I'm out of rockets at this point. Good kill. Good kill. Fighter, 209, on you.
Yep. It's been bugging me the entire time.
I got it.
Nice. All right. I think I might go and get some healing over at the air base if we can get there in time.
B-29 on his way back though.
We can't do much about B-29.
He's low.
Yeah. All right. I'm willing. Oh, nice work.
He opened up his bomb bay doors so he wasn't shooting me. We are probably going to lose this airbase though. Unless I can kill Burn-Notice. I was not able to kill Burn-Notice. Well, it looks like you still turned better than an F-94. Not really saying much, but it is something of note. Wow, my aim's sucking right now.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
All right. Double fire Tiny Tims in the middle target. Goodbye.
There you go. It's always nice.
B-29 over that mining plant. You can tell because it's flipping.
Right. Ah! I'm getting...
But we're still gonna get our bonus.
Are we?
Yes, we
Damn
are. We
it.
did. We got our bonus before they flipped it.
Okay.
209 flying away. All right.
All
Get
right.
yourself
Shall we
fixed
go back
up.
to the...
Yep.
I'm gonna get fixed, and then I'm gonna go back to the plant.
Yep. I have my 12 HVAR still. I'm 60 seconds out on Tiny Tims.
We'll make a pass at
There's a 1099 B2 flying over the mining plant. If we can kill him, We can kill him while he's inside the zone still. Yes, I got him.
We both were able to shoot down the B-29.
Good.
This battle.
All right, there's a 50-pointer. There's that.
All right. I'm gonna attack a 50-pointer over here.
There's... That's a 30-pointer, Corvus.
Oh, right.
I'm
No, you're
attacking
right.
the 50-pointer over here.
Yeah.
But you finished off, which gives us the mining plant again.
And they didn't get the
They didn't get their bonus.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh.
Maybe
so
a F-84B and G is more viable of a combination than I feared.
No, it worked out okay. And the crazy thing was that I scored fewer personal points that battle, and yet I got 4 chevrons in first place, right? So make it make sense. Make multi-roles make sense. So this is one of my overall gripes about multi-roles in general, is it takes forever to specialize them, especially in period 3, because you got to shoot down enemy aircraft, not just any enemy aircraft, and you got to shoot down a boatload of them. In fact, more than light fighters have to shoot down. That's just it's wrong. It's wrong. All right. I don't like it. The other thing is that multi-roles are kind of the weak sister. You could argue that light fighters, but multi-roles are sort of the weak sister of tier 3. You know, way after bombers and ground attack and heavy fighters. So this plane isn't going to change. Even if it were stronger than the tech tree plane, it would not affect the meta at all.
I mean,
right? It's not even
what,
not even going to touch it.
From the 2 matches we've flown, they seem to be on par with each other. There doesn't seem... The only real difference is I can handle air-to-air combat easier than you can.
Right.
That's it.
And that is one of the reasons why I chose radio navigation equipment, is so that I could avoid being detected, so that I could go around and do the capping thing. If I can avoid being detected and stay away from other aircraft, this plane will do a pretty damn decent job. Okay, that there's no doubt about that. It can do work. But to your audience, is it worth $80.50? And my answer to you is no. Go to the tech tree, go up the Republic line, get the F-84B, have fun in your Thunderstreak.
Thunderjet.
Right? Thunderjet, yes. Thank you.
Thunderjet.
Have fun in your Thunderjet, and just enjoy this part of the Republic line, because I think that the Tier 9 tech tree plane is the pinnacle of the Republic line for this game.
The Tier 10 is the Thunderstreak.
Right.
And the Tier 10's not bad either. The Tier 10 is just a slightly more maneuverable F-84B.
I would argue it's a little less maneuverable. It seems slightly less.
It's more slippery, so to speak. It's not as snappy. That's the only real difference.
Right. You are correct. It's not as snappy. It doesn't react as well to control inputs. And I have not had very much luck flying it at Tier 10, but Tier 10 is significantly dominated by bombers. And when you're in a multi-role, and a multi-role with no cannon, it's hard to be the guy. on your team in the match. It really is.
Basically, other than there's two forgotten classes in this game, GAs and multi-role fighters.
Right.
Uh,
Yep.
all the other three classes, the light fighters, the heavy fighters, and the bombers, they get some aircraft that are either meta or off meta in basically every tier. But multi
Right.
roles, you basically have to put in a crap ton of work to be good at a multi role, and you got to do the same thing with
Unless
GAs.
Persia, right? Unless Persia gives us a plane like the Panther. The Panther really is an outstanding multi-role at tier 9.
And it was
And
certainly worth $80. Though I didn't spend $80, I actually spent no money to get it, and I managed to grind it out in like a
right.
week.
No, the Panther was fantastic, and I love the Panther a lot. I am
This is not a
I
Panther.
am
The F-84G
this
is
is
no Panther.
the F-84G is not a Panther, and I'm a little bit gripey at having to spend the $80 to get the plane. I'm going to say this, only a little bit, because this is the thing that I do, right? I go out and I buy the plane. I buy the certs. I cert out the plane. I token out specialization, and then throw gear and consumables on it. And then I come and tell your audience and other audiences, hey, this is how I feel about this plane. Hey, if you've got patience to do the chain of 35 missions, go for it. You'll get a plane that's slightly different from the tech tree plane, and frankly has a pretty good load of rockets to play with. It might be fun with a rocket sight. It might be surprising to your enemies. Go up there and just get blasted in the face with rockets. That it could be fun, and you get your I don't know, you get your you won't get your reload down because you're putting on a rocket sight and
Mm-hmm.
not putting on the strength and hard points. So you
That
still
would
have
be the drawback.
120 seconds between reloads. But these rockets are launched singly, and you've got 20 of them. So if you're feeling good, maybe get away with only launching 3 or 4 rockets, and so you can get 5 kills out of your load of rockets, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you start feeling good about life, um, that I'm not going to say it's a bad plane, because it's not. It's just not as good in my estimation as the F-84B.
I mean,
Uh,
based off the battle results that we had today in our two matches, I would honestly say they're actually kind of equal. Because
they're
in the second games against players, you got one more chevron than I did because you capped one more sector, and in the first game against bots, I think I beat you in score. Yeah, I beat you in score by a chevron
Yep, yep, you did,
because I capped more
and
sectors than you did.
because you kept more sectors than I did. I went and I essentially all I did was capture that one mining plant. That was the only one that I actually ever captured. So so it's in the hands of a player that knows how to play multi-role aircraft, it will do okay. Again, if it comes down to having air-to-air combat, this plane isn't going to do as well as the tech tree plane, and that's what to me makes the difference. It it's if you have to get into a fight with the G, it's harder to get your licks in. With the B, it's easier to get your licks in.
Right.
So
Because
so
like
what?
there's other stiff multi rolls, but the F-94D is a stiff multi roll, but it's
Yeah, it
stiff
is.
because you have the rotary cannon and air-to-air rockets. You're basically a mini heavy fighter, so you're stiff because you hit harder than anything else at tier 9.
Right, right. It and it's a to be fair, it is a really it's kind of tanky. It's got great gun. It's got air-to-air rockets. It approaches heavy fighterness, and so it handles like that. Oh, and it's fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that it would not turn as well.
Mm-hmm.
These planes are pretty good when it comes to speed. They're decent when it comes to altitude. We didn't have any problem getting up to where that B-29 was.
He was flying low. He was flying
It,
low
he,
though.
he, he was flying low. Although
And
I will
and he
say
kind of
this.
made it easier on us, just kind of flying in a straight line, not really doing anything to
Yeah,
dissuade us
yes,
from shooting at him.
that's true. There is there's another thing. While we were playing in 3-2-1s last night, I did take this plane up into the red to chase after. Uh, as I recall it, I was chasing after someone's light fighter. I believe it was a P.1092. In any case, they I think they were surprised that I could hang around up at that height. I was doing what bots do with multi-rolls, right?
Hmm.
They fly at this weird, crazy altitude.
Right.
So that I think the bottom line is yes, if you are competent with multi-rolls, you can make it work. Should you spend $80? I don't think so. Not for this plane. The F-84B can scratch that itch. Um, if you're a collector, if you're a big fan of Republic planes, if you like the paint scheme is really quite attractive. Um, uh, Stars and stripes and red, white, and blue over bare metal finish. It's really quite lovely as paint schemes go.
If only I
Um,
had it. If only I had it a few days earlier, I could have included it in my Independence Day special I just uploaded.
right. I did see that you had uploaded. I haven't watched it yet. The the plane that in this series of I buy it so you don't have to. In this particular case, I think that particular title is true. Don't feel like you have to buy this plane. There's no fear of missing out here. Wait until next year if you have to have it, and you can't do it. Wait until next year when the thing comes out on sale, and buy it on sale. It's and collect it at that time. Otherwise, do the marathon. Just don't drop $80 on it now. Now
Okay.
I'm going to I'll back up a little bit. You get a bunch of crowns with that. I think you get when you buy 350 certificates, you get 3,500 crowns, and you get some amount of days of um, premium time that add up to approximately $24. So okay,
So
now
the
what are you
plane
talking? You're
itself is
talking
like around 60.
yeah, $56, right? Ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which now okay, that's
Still a bit
for a
pricey.
yeah,
Still a
it's
little.
a
Not as
a
bad,
little
but
much,
still pricey.
right? And remember that too, it's a premium plane, so you make more credits, you make more experience. You can throw any of your American pilots in it and get crew experience without having to change, without having to retrain. So all of that, all of that is to the good. $80 though, you could buy a whole lot of premium time for $80, right? And
Mm-hmm.
premium time's a really good way to make silver
In a
and
hurry.
yeah, make silver and get experience because you get bonuses to both. And so if it were me and I were doing this and I had to choose between one or the other, I'd buy premium time.
Okay,
So
so to end this off with, I'll ask you a question, to end everything off with here because I think it's actually somewhat relevant because fun all the time as a clan. We've been adding in some new players here recently, and some of them aren't don't necessarily have very large hangars and could use a few premium planes. Is the F-84G a premium you'd recommend somebody new going for? Because it gets them into tier 9 where they can get the most credits and the most XP per match, when they win, and it's kept up with an F-84B tech tree, so which means they're probably about identical in regards to feasibility in regarding to the match. So, is it
I
worth it?
it depends on where the new players are. If they're just climbing into tier 5 and they're looking to get into period 3, this is not the plane that I would suggest going into. And the reason is because multi-role fighters, they take a certain level of skill, and this particular plane takes a little more skill than the F-84B in my estimation, only because you have to really think about how you're going to turn when you when you meet your opponent. You
Mm-hmm.
have to think about
You have to know
what
your
where am I.
dogfighting basics,
You do, and
essentially.
you got to be able to use your keyboard to get max rudder like right now, so you can use the yaw that this plane has to get the nose around, and then know when to use your guns because you only get to do it once. That's it. And if you don't do it and you don't make pretty good hay, you're going to pay. So
Mm-hmm.
this, if you'd asked me that about the Panther, I'd say absolutely 100% perfect multi-role in period 3 to go for, to dip your toes into the multi-role market. That's perfect.
Well,
It's absolutely
I would have, but I missed out on the past few. Buy it so you don't have to.
right. Right. So this one, maybe not this one, maybe not this one, but when at the end of the summer, beginning of the fall, sometime in that time range, when the new French Dassault fighter comes out, maybe that's a discussion to have at that time about this particular, about hey, would I recommend this to a newer player? And I haven't actually approached any of these like that before because I hadn't really considered, hey, I want to buy a premium, and I want to buy a premium in a higher tier. What premium should I buy? And we do get that question every now and again. But when the opportunity like this comes up, do we answer it? And I don't think we have in the past. But this one, I'm saying, uh, hold on to your money and wait for the Panther to come on sale. Then buy that one if you want a tier 9 multi-role. That's that's good, and gets you into the multi-role world.
I would say if you're a new player and you're sitting around tiers 6 and 7 and you have at least 3 different classes, if not 4, you can complete this grind. It'll take you a
Yes.
while, but you can complete it. And if you can complete this grind for free, I say go for it. F-84G, based off the scores that we've got in our admittedly very small sample size of games,
Right.
seems to
Yep.
be pretty on par with the B, all things being considered. So if you get the
Yep.
premium before the tech tree, that gives you a pilot you can train up for and then retrain for the tech tree and flip them back and forth.
Right. And take advantage of the crew skill points that you get,
Mm-hmm.
the crew XP that you get in period 3, because you make it a lot more in period 3 than you do in period 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way that works. And let me tell you what, you're going to want a pilot that has at least 6 or 7 skills for this plane. Uh,
I
I'm
think they
I'm
give
running
you a
Mary Lou
pilot.
right now, and I've got 10. I've got 10 skills on her. So, that's it, 10 skill points, that is. And
Yeah,
so
they
that's
give you a pilot for the plane that has 6 points on it
right.
in this
Wh-
marathon.
Which which is nice because you don't have to use that pilot in this plane. You can put it in something of a lower tier so that you don't have to grind all those points. And that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And to your audience, I say, like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and leave us a comment. We want to know what you think. Do you have this plane yet? Do you want this plane? what more would you like to know about this plane and how we used it tonight?
Yeah, all good questions. I know I'm going for it, but that's just because I like airplanes and I want more.
I bought it. It's going to be a hangar decoration. I'm going to finish up my F-84B specialization grind, and I'm going to appreciate it a little more, I think, because now that I have this plane, I'm going to appreciate the F-84B for what it is and what it can do.
Or what it could have been.
Right. Yes, that's the other thing, what it could have been.
All right. Well, we'll see you all in the next one then. Have a good night or day or whatever the hell it is.
Take it all. Lullabies whispered by demons above. So fragile is the cradle of love. Innocent grace, a sweet